Could this fragrance possibly be a hybrid between Parfum de Marly Greenley and Xerjoff Naxos? This one by the Perfumist is called Silk Road. I'm going to be giving you my thoughts on this in just a second, so make sure to stay tuned. Now, before I begin today's episode and I give you my thoughts on the Perfumist's Silk Road, this fragrance, green apple, some warm, earthy tendencies. It's really an interesting fragrance. I want to start the video off first by saying that if you're a fan of fragrance-related content, and of course, if you love smelling your best, hit subscribe, hit the bell, and give this video a thumbs up for the algorithm. It would really mean a lot to me. So listen to this note breakdown. This is really interesting. Green apple, pear, cassis, pineapple. Seems like it opens up very bright, very fruity. That sort of pineapple fruity combination automatically reminds me of fragrances like Greenley by Parfum de Marly, also Icon by Kajal, and of course there's a lot of other Kajal fragrances that have this sort of passion fruit, tropical fruity vibe. In the heart, caraway, lavender, bergamot, geranium, coriander, and water lily. And in the dry down, patchouli, amberwood, cedarwood, sandalwood, oak moss, musk, and vanilla. I am telling you, when I first sprayed this, I said, wow, it's very bright, fruity, juicy, kind of reminded me of like this Parfum de Marly Greenley sort of a vibe. It was very bright and refreshing. And then instantly I said, wait, there's kind of like this Xerjoff Naxos dry down. And I was scouring the back of the box looking for tobacco. There's no tobacco in this, unfortunately, at least not that is mentioned here, but nevertheless, I'm going to talk to you about the smell, how it evolved on my skin in just a second. Let's start things off with a quick look at the presentation first. So like I said to you before, right in the opening, it opens up very bright, very zesty, very citrusy. I mean, I really enjoyed this fragrance in the opening. And it has that green apple and pineapple combination, and immediately it reminded me of something that Kajal would put out. Very high quality, very rich, robust, sort of overripe, a bit sweet and saccharine. And then, of course, it has this warm, earthy, almost honey-like undercurrent. And I'm like, wait a second, it's going in a completely different direction now. And again, after that, like 5-second mark, right after initial application, I said to myself, wait a second, it kind of reminds me of Pure Havane by Terry Mugler, or you can also say Xerjoff Naxos. Those two fragrances kind of get lumped together. And as I'm smelling the test strip now, I sprayed it about 25 minutes ago. It does smell a lot like Xerjoff Naxos. So a brighter, richer Naxos. Naxos with more fruits. It's citrusy, it's fruity, it has these tobacco tendencies, it's warm, it's earthy. And I think this is a compliment getting DNA. So here's the thing. I think this one is more versatile than Naxos, and here's why. I think Naxos, ideally for me, I would wear it in the fall. Wintertime, of course, because the longevity on it is great, but I would prioritize wearing it in the fall just because of the richness of the ingredients puts me in the mindset of autumn. With this one, with that bright, juicy, citrusy, zingy opening, I want to wear it in the spring and summer. However, it has that longevity where I know I can apply it in the morning and I don't need to reapply at lunchtime. Phenomenal fragrance. I think the brand of the Perfumist did an amazing job with this one. Silk Road. Of course, with a name like Silk Road, I was expecting more of the caraway, maybe some nutmeg, maybe some cardamom, maybe some cinnamon, maybe some other spices, because, you know, Silk Road, right? Although I'm sure they were trading fruits as well, so let me just stop talking. At the end of the day, I think this is an awesome fragrance. Please try it if you can. Let's go ahead and finish things off with my overall assessment. So first up, in terms of the uniqueness and the overall smell, it's not totally unique in the sense that I was able to make comparisons to other fragrances right away. But at the end of the day, I just own a lot of fragrances. So I think to the average person, it's going to smell super, super unique. But I'm going to be honest with you. This one is a phenomenal smell. And I did give it points for versatility because of that added freshness in the opening. Longevity, 10 hours on skin. Projection, very good for the first hour. It radiated just a little bit beyond an arm's length. It became an elbow's length scent right around hour 6 or 7, a skin scent right around hour 10. As far as the versatility is concerned, perfectly unisex, although I can see people arguing that it's going to lean masculine. Any time of the year, you can dress it up, dress it down. However, I think this would work really well in a formal scenario, and I think this one would appeal to any demographic. There's a bit of sweetness in here that I think might appeal to a younger demographic, but it has this sophistication about it that I think somebody a little bit older would really enjoy this as well. As far as the presentation is concerned, very simple presentation, cylindrical tin. It does have a magnetic cap, I think. Let me double check on that. Now I'm having a hard time closing this. And yeah, magnetic cap, pretty cool presentation. My final verdict on this fragrance is, it's a brighter, fresher, fruitier Xerjoff Naxos. That's my way of putting it in layman's terms. If you've tried that fragrance, then I think that might simplify things for you. Anyway, I hope you can try it. It's an awesome fragrance. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you took something of value from today's episode, and if you did, please do consider supporting the channel by clicking subscribe, hitting the bell, and giving this video a thumbs up. Thanks again for watching. I love you all, and we'll see you tomorrow with a new episode.